Because that way he can still attack with his... Oh, no, we want to go this way. He can still attack with his mop, if he has to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry. I, bumped the cable, funnily. Alright, so we're almost at the end of this place. We've got to go down some stairs. They do this a lot in this game. So, like, you'll go to the top of a dungeon, and then you'll take some stairs all the way back down to the bottom of the dungeon, and then you go all the way back up to the top of the dungeon. That happens a couple of times. Oh man, stop missing. Like, I'm doing Sukukaja and, like, still missing. Gentle Wave, nice. Gentle Wave is an ice move. It doesn't hit everything on the screen like Mabufu, but it is significantly more powerful than Mabufu. It's being a mid-level spell. So let's go ahead and do this. I think they, yeah, block. I don't think they reflect. And let Maki just finish them off. Makakaja, there we go. An Athame knife. Alright, so up there in these two rooms right here, there are a save point and a velvet room. There's two rooms up there. That first one's a velvet room. Occasionally you'll see velvet rooms in dungeons. Back on the third floor, and we want to go this way. Maybe I should recruit. That's Moshuvu. She's one of the demons I want to get a spell card from. But I'll just get all my spell cards at one time. It's like I'll do that off screen. Like, I don't. The list of personas that I end up using in this game is actually really, really small. I think I'm going to end up using... Let's see, I use Amina Uzuni and Phaleg at the beginning of the game. And I keep Phaleg. Phaleg is good until the end of the... He's good enough to beat the game with. So I'll keep Phaleg for most of the game. And then basically my strategy is I find one persona that works and just for everybody. And we just go with that. I'm telling you guys, like, switching the map over like I did is throwing me off because I'm used to it spinning. Even if I do prefer it this way, I got used to it the other way. So... Rapid Fire's so good, you guys. Alright, level 17. I'm doing really good on levels. I would be about level... an average level of about 13 or 14 if I didn't get all that extra experience with my main character at the beginning of the game. Like, on my test run, I wasn't high enough level to contact most of the demons in here. until probably the very end of the dungeon. Like, I got enough levels by the end of the dungeon, but I was actually high enough level coming into the gate here to do it now. Not that it matters all that much with how I'm doing things now, but I was trying to do personas as I was going along. And I came to the conclusion pretty quickly that without grinding, you're never going to have enough levels, like when you're at a place, to really take advantage of any of the creatures that you could contact in that dungeon. So, I basically built my entire strategy around what is the lowest level demon I can contact to get the lowest level persona that will work for the job. So anyway, if you go down this way, take a left there, there is a store, a save point, and a healing point there, but we don't need that. We're good. Now we just gotta go up the stairs. Rapid fire, good. Up the stairs. So, what do you guys think about me doing, like there's a lot of SMT games that I would like to LP. So I'm thinking for the next one, either leveraging my new ability to capture the 3DS and doing maybe doing some testing for Soul Hackers. I haven't beaten Soul Hackers, so I don't know if it would make a good LP, but that sounds like fun. I could also do SMT4, but the problem with SMT4 is the same problem that I ran into with you just run into you get bogged down, right, with all the demons and the fusion and all that. It's very, there's so many decision trees to make that it's very hard to plan out. I love how they say Kandori is suspicious looking. In the original PS1 version, they call him Capo. What is his name? Anyway, they call him a Capo. It's like, the idea is that this is a mafia. SEBEC is a mafia front. So now we're going to have our first boss fight of the game.
My move.
So Kandori's persona is Nyarlathotep, and I'm going to spoil Persona 2 a little bit for you, but they don't really get into it at all in this game. Like, Philemon just kind of shows up and is like, here, this shit's about to go down, here, have these personas. But in Persona 2 they explain that Nyarlathotep and Philemon are in a bet. And Philemon thinks that the better nature of humanity will shine through. Nyarlathotep thinks that the nihilism and negativity of humanity is our defining trait. And they get into this bet, and Nyarlathotep starts cheating, and he starts influencing Kandori here, and this whole stuff. And then Philemon kind of steps in, and let's see, let's do this. He steps in and gives people personas so that they can kind of rise to the occasion and defeat the whatever's going on themselves. Now we're good. Actually, no, we're gonna heal. I don't want to lose anybody. I'm really glad I healed now. Maybe I should have moved him further back. Let's go ahead and do that. No. Because it doesn't really matter where he's at right now. But that does take his turn up. You know what? Let's switch to Gentle Wave. Nice. Alright. So now let's switch back to Gentle Wave. No, I think we've done that twice, so let's do this. This boss is not hard. I'm trying to think, are any of the bosses... The final boss is difficult. Can be difficult. Especially if you don't know the trick, because she's got a move. The final boss has a move called Butterfly Storm, and you'll be like just bebopping along, doing fine, right? And then the boss whips out Butterfly Storm, and you just get brought down to like 25% of your hit points, and then the boss uses Butterfly Storm again, and you die. It's ridiculous, and like the final boss in this game is pretty much a luck-based mission, unless you grind till around, unless you do some grinding. But if you grind up to, I think 62 is what you need for the main character for him to use his ultimate persona. But if you grind your persona or level up high enough to get your ultimate personas, the main character and Maki both have a move called Hieroglyphin that hits the boss for stupid amounts of damage. The other thing that makes the final boss difficult is that she's a barrier change boss, and the final boss will sit there and it'll go from being resistant to magic attacks to being weak to physical attacks, and absorbing magic to being resistant to physical attacks and weak to magic attacks. But Hieroglyphin just hits both forms of the boss for like 800 points of damage a turn, which is a lot of damage. Like 600, 700, 800 points of damage. It depends. It varies, you know. But I really, really, really dig this music. So there's a save point here, which we're not going to use. I'm very, very... Oh, it is marked on my map. Okay, no, I just was looking at the wrong spot on the map. That makes sense. Titanium guard. Okay. I forget, is the anathema knife better? Yeah. Boom. It has a little less attack power, but it hits twice. Basically. You've got, we've all got titanium guards. Cool. Alright. We're almost done with this dungeon. However, we have one thing to get through. That... Sorry about that. I actually didn't mean to do auto act. Hey, another Mabufu stone. I'm not going to use that one, but, you know, it's nice to have. I can sell them. Stones sell for a lot of money in this game. So, looks like we another high school boy snuck in here. So yeah, here we have our arch nemesis from SMT1, the Dark Zone. Although this Dark Zone's not bad, they do get kind of obnoxious later. There's one in particular. Well, Maki's probably gonna die. Alright, so let's do this again. Shoot. And this should be fine, right? So just like SMT 1 and 2, Bufu and you know what? Let's try guns. Since that seems to be working pretty well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Bufu spells do freeze and Zeo spells do shock. Those are status effects in this game as well. Although they're not as guaranteed as they were in SMT 1 and 2. But they're still pretty good status effects if you can get them to go off. Diorama, that. That's fine. Alright. Okay.